Okay, welcome back to Decaying Moral. I am Decaying Moral. It's been a while since I put up an episode. I've pretty much only put up one, so this is going to be the second one. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent as time goes forward. But today I want to talk about a date that I went on not too long ago, about maybe a couple months ago. And the reason I want to talk about the date is because I feel it's really reflective of a lot of people today, especially people who deal with pessimistic worldviews. So let me maybe give you some background to how the date starts, how it goes, and then my thoughts on it. So I meet this girl at a bar. She's very pretty, very, very pretty. Like I see her and I think, wow, like what a beautiful person. She's gotta have a boyfriend. She's no chance. But I end up going up to her, start talking. And I find out she doesn't have a boyfriend. We're really hitting it off, we're really getting along. We're being a little affectionate here and there. And, I ask her the question, how are you single? And you know what, man, I'm going to tell you this much. Be careful when you ask that question because you're probably going to find out why. And the rest of the night goes really well. We end up making out. It's really nice. At the end of the night, she's with a couple of friends, and I actually went to the bar by myself. So, anyway, we walk outside, and she asked me, "Do you want to come to McDonald's to get something to eat with us?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" We get to McDonald's, and she's actually being kind of mean to her friends, from what I can remember. I was like, she's not being very nice to her friends. She talks down a little bit to them. And I'm thinking, we had a few drinks. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she just drank a little bit and she doesn't really know how she's behaving. A little bit of a red flag, but she was hot. What do you want me to do? About a couple weeks later, we end up going out on a date, and we get to the bar. She's a very, very picky person. Like, my God, it took like half an hour for her to order a drink from the menu. I should have walked away right then and there, but I just thought, well, I'm a guy, I thought, It's not a good thought. Anyway, we ended up just talking some more, and eventually we got onto the topic of family. I come from a broken home. So did she. But she kept in touch with both the parents. I didn't keep in touch with my dad, but I was interested to know how she thought about family, being from a broken one. Personally, for me, I think family's still a great thing. I mean, if anybody's looked at the statistics, especially for boys who grew up without fathers, I mean, it's pretty scary, I think it's like something like 70% of them go to jail. There's a decent percent of them who commit suicide. A decent percent of them never finish school. I didn't finish school, So it's better to have both parents than to just have one. And the subject of kids came up with her, and she told me this. This is what she said. She said, "This is the worst time ever to have a kid. This is the worst time ever. Really. This time." Why? I asked her why. Why is this the worst time of all time to have a kid? She looks at me and she says, global warming. Like, are you for real? Are you fucking for real? Global fucking warming. Okay, first of all, I know everybody's got a belief on whether this is real or not. I don't really care if it's real or not. For argument's sake, let's just say it's real. Let's just say it's fucking real, alright? Let's go with that. Even if that was true, like global warming is, the worst thing that ever happened, which I don't think it is. I mean, 300 years ago we had an ice age. Ice age, all right? Things were freezing. People were freezing while they were having sex. People would die after having sex because it would freeze to death. People would give birth to babies. The babies would freeze to death. And even then they were like, you know what? Still have a baby. Yeah, it's a good time to have a baby. There was slavery on this continent probably 200 years ago. You know what? People still then said, hey, you know what? Not a bad time. Not a bad time to have kids. Let's probably do it. 50 years ago, 60 years ago, at least in the States, there was segregation, and at least black people weren't saying, let's not have babies anymore. It's not the worst time. Hard to get a job. Hard to be treated civilly. But you know what? Still a good time to have a kid. Even let's go to the 70s, 80s. That was not a bad time by any means, but we didn't have anything we have now in terms of technology over the last 10 years. I mean, you really think this is the worst time ever? A time in which I can have a thought and literally send it out into the entire world through a tweet or Facebook status or some Instagram video. I can literally put my thoughts out there. I mean, I'm making this channel right now. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching it. Maybe not a lot. But I mean, I'm at least putting something out there. You know how hard this used to be? You know what the kind of technology you had to have back in the day? It would take thousands upon maybe even millions of dollars for you to have your own radio show. Now you can have your own radio show for the cost of nothing almost. If you have a computer, you got some sound equipment, you can fucking do a podcast every day. You can live your dream. You can travel. Do you know how hard it used to be to travel? People would take a boat and there was like maybe a waiver you had to sign. Like, you might die on this boat. We're not responsible. I mean, that's how fucking crazy this girl is. Now I start to realize, oh my God, now I know why you're fucking single. You're fucking single because you think everything in the world is bad. You're so picky. You're so picky. My God. Now, I don't think all girls are like this. That's not true. But at least in the West, this is a lot of the girls. At least from where I am. My God. Just, jeez. One of the best things I think we can do in life is have kids. Not like a lot of kids. I'm not saying go out and have 20 children. But I mean, if you could make a human being that's productive in life, and you helped do that, I mean, what bigger accomplishment could there be? We all gonna live, we all gonna die. I mean, it's a legacy thing, It's natural to want to have kids. It's natural to want to raise them. Not everybody's got to do it. It doesn't mean you're bad if you didn't. But there's a reason why most people want to have them. Suffice to say, this date did not go well because, this is exactly what I kind of said to her. And she thought I was being awkward, and I was like, well, I mean, like she wasn't being awkward. When you tell me you don't want to have kids because of global warming, and I'm just supposed to be like, oh, yeah, that's a great fucking reason. Pfft, get out of here. Come on. I ain't a perfect guy. I know that. But I'm a guy who tries. And I'm even willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. Make an argument. Make a real argument why everyone should not have kids. Or why you shouldn't. But if it's just because you're afraid, because you think global warming is going to kill your child, I mean, come on. Come on. We'll get into global warming maybe for another subject on this show. But for now, I mean, let's be real. This is not something to not have children over. There's maybe other reasons. Maybe you don't feel like you're a fit mother. That would be a good reason. That would be a good reason. You don't feel like you're a fit mother, fit father. That's a good reason not to have a kid. If she said that, I would agree. She said, you know what, I like to party too much. I like to do drugs. I like to travel. And I don't like the responsibilities of having a kid on my shoulder who's going to, make me quit all that stuff, and I'm not going to have as much fun. Which, I don't know if that's true or not. I think you have a different kind of fun. But, yeah, do kids come with responsibilities? Yeah, they do. Of course they do. Do they change how you're going to be? Yeah, of course. It's part of growing up. You're going to change anyway. But, anyway, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on that. And well, if you're a girl listening to this, look. If you actually believe the way this girl believes. I mean, my God, I hope you don't. Look. There's reasons to not have children, I agree with you. But there's no reason that global warming should stop you from having children. Just give it up. Give that one up, right? If people can do it during an ice age, do it during slavery, do it before computers even existed. I mean, there was times where people were like sacrificing their babies, and they thought that was a good time to have kids. I mean, oh my God. That was a time where you probably said, don't have kids. If someone was there like, hey, yeah, I don't want to have my baby sacrificed, I don't want to have a kid, I'd be like, oh, that's a good-ass reason. Yeah. Shouldn't, if we were living in those Mayan times where they killed their children, that's a good reason, Be a good reason. But, yeah, just to finish this up, I mean, we're going to have kids. Kids are going to keep going forward. That's how it works. That's how we've been alive so far. And if you're a girl looking for a man, most men want kids. Most men want kids. And if you don't want to be alone for the rest of your life, find a man who doesn't want kids. But generally speaking, when men get to a point of like late 20s, 30s, that's they're gonna start thinking about it. Most men will want them. And you know, that's my fucking thoughts on this whole thing. That's yeah, I'm decaying moral, and I don't know if I was really articulate on this one, but just just if you're a single woman and you're wondering why you're single, maybe I'm a single guy. Who what am I to say? What am I to say? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it on that note. Just a weird, awkward note. Just gonna leave it there.